I'm Brian Van from SportBikeTrackGear.com, and today we're going to install a set of Woodcraft Swingarm sliders on the STG project bike. While we're doing that, we're also going to set up the brand new Pitbull removable handle rear stand. Remember, you always need to make sure that the distance between the two towers is spaced correctly with your motorcycle. The product from Woodcraft, it's another great piece without a question, right? Made out of the same type of material they use for their frame sliders. You've got an aluminum spacer on the inside, and then of course, the bolt. The only advice I can really give you here, well, two things, okay? Number one is put Loctite on this. If you don't, there is a ton of vibration at all times on these bikes, and I've seen it happen. You go out on the racetrack, okay? You're out there racing, riding your session, whatever the case may be, and you come in and you go to throw your bike back on the stand, because remember, it's a race bike, you don't have a kickstand anymore. And guess what? One of your spools vibrated out while you're on the track, and now you have a motorcycle with one spool, and you have a spooled rear stand. There's no need to get crazy on these bolts. They don't need to be that tight. I'm just going to use my T-handle on these. A little bit of Loctite on the other side. We'll repeat the process, and then we're going to go ahead, bring the rear stand up here, dial in the distance between the two towers, and this part of the project will be over. We're doing this for a couple of different reasons. One is we're trying to get the bike ready to go to Barber Motorsports Park with Sport Bike Track Time. I am leaving in 4 days. So I need to be able to lift the back of the bike. And also, got to have those on there while I'm at Barber so I can use my tire warmers. First thing we have to do is we're going to go ahead and flip the hooks. Remember, you want the taller portion facing forward on the motorcycle. So go ahead and put these on, just finger tight both sides, and we're going to slide them underneath the bike. Get this lined up nicely. Obviously makes life a little bit easier when you have this up on a work table. That is not a necessity. You can do this without a work table and do just as good of a job. Pitbull also has some thumb screws, right? That do come on some of the rear stands, or it can be optional. You can use those. You know, I'm going to remove those and just go ahead and tighten the fasteners with a wrench. Now what I want to do is I want to kind of make sure the spacing is going to be even between each tower. Just take an extra second to do that. Makes for a much cleaner job. Grab the 19. Snug those up. Now that I've got it up in the air, I'm going to tighten them up the rest of the way. This removable handle stand, this thing's badass. You know, especially when you're storing the bike in the shop. The old fixed handles, if you want to go ahead and pen down there, Josh, it's a great product too. But that handle is always hanging out, right? And you're walking around, we've all done it, tripped over them, right? Pull the pin, spring loaded, releases. They have built right onto the stand, a spot to hold the handle, and it locks in place just like so it's completely out of the way. Great product from Pitbull. There you have it. Swing arm spool installation, and also dialing in our Pitbull rear stand.